always start off the day with drinking water. Water is essential for good skin. I cannot stress this enough. For me, it's a non-negotiable. I always make sure to hydrate first thing in the morning. Whenever I have time, one of the things I love to do is to dip my face in ice cold water. It is amazing for your skin. It gets the circulation going, it depuffs your face, and it just feels amazing. To cleanse my skin, I use the Rice Wash by Tasha. I love this skin cleanser because it's very gentle on the face. It doesn't strip your face of any moisture. Obviously in the morning you don't have any makeup on, so you don't have to use anything too harsh. But I definitely never use soap because soap will dry your skin. So I find that this gentle cleanser is a better option. Next, I'm gonna go in with Vaseline. Yes, you heard me, that drugstore Vaseline. I just love this product so much. I use this for various things in my skincare routine. I even put it on my lips for cracked lips, but here I'm gonna be using it for gua sha. It just really complements my gua sha routine, and it makes the stone glide a little bit easier and really moisturizes my skin a whole lot. And gua sha is something I try to do 3 times a week. It really helps depuff my face. It gets the circulation going. I always try to do it in an upward position, as it really does kind of lift and firm my skin. And I think gua sha is something I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life because I just absolutely love it. I cannot recommend it enough. So as you can see, this is a skincare video, and honestly it's been highly requested, not just on here but also on my Instagram. It's the #1 thing I get the most questions on is my skin. Before I even get into any of the skincare products I'm using, I did wash my face with ice water, and that's something that I have been doing for years and years and years. I don't think I've ever spoken about that on my channel. This is the first time that I'm going to be doing a video that I'm going to be sharing everything that I do when it comes to my skin. I'm going to be very, very authentic and honest with all my weird little things that I do that I know are probably not as popular, but I'm going to be honest because these are the things that have helped me throughout the years, keeping my skin nice and nourished and just healthy. And one of the things that I've been doing for years is washing my face with cold water. I never, ever, ever, ever wash my face with hot water. It's the worst thing for your skin. I don't know why no one talks about this, because it's so important to wash your face with cold water. And I love to put some cubes of ice in a bowl and just dip my face in there, because not only does it help with the circulation on your skin, it also helps with depuffing your face, something I'm known for. I'm always puffy in the mornings, so I love doing that. Now, realistically speaking, I don't do it every single day because there are days where I'm in a rush in the morning. Those are the days I skip that, but I try my best to do that every morning as much as possible. Now that it's the summer, I'm able to do it more because, you know, obviously I'm not rushing in the mornings. So that's something I do every single morning, and it's so good for your skin. It leaves your skin baby soft. By the way, I'm sorry for the lighting, but it is pouring in Miami. Pouring. It's so dark outside. But it is really the only day that I can really do this video, and I really wanted to get the video out, so sorry for the lighting. I'm trying my best. I put all the lights on so that you can really see me. Another standout product that I have to talk about on my channel that is extremely affordable and accessible to probably everybody or anyone watching this is Vaseline. I just cannot talk enough about this product, and it has to be from the brand Vaseline. I am a huge fan of Vaseline, and trust me, I have tried Aquaphor, I have tried other products, but this is still the one that I always go to, whether I'm slugging, which I will talk about later tonight when I do my night routine, or if I'm doing gua sha, I always use the Vaseline. I used to use my vitamin C serum for gua sha, or you know, any kind of serum, but honestly I find it to be so much easier to do my gua sha with a little bit of Vaseline, and my skin loves it. My skin loves a little bit of Vaseline. In the mornings, it just leaves my face super shiny. I already washed my face with cold water after I gua sha, but as you can see, it's still very, very shiny and beautiful. It's the Vaseline. Trust me, there is a reason why some moms use Vaseline on a baby's butt. It's because it repairs and protects your skin, and it really does a good job of moisturizing your skin if you have any dry spots. I personally suffer of lip allergies. As you can see, I have a flare-up today. You can actually see it on the top part, and that's entirely my fault because I used a lipstick that I knew that I wasn't supposed to use. That's a red lipstick. I did it for a video. As a content creator, it's really, really difficult to have a situation like mine where I have allergies on my lips because I'm wanting to try things, I'm wanting to wear certain things, and there's just certain products I can't use. So I did have a flare-up because of it, but I find that my Vaseline helps so much with that. The moment I start putting that on, I can just feel it automatically soothes my skin, and it helps kind of bring down the swelling. So I cannot stress enough how much I love Vaseline, and later tonight I will also talk a little bit more about this and how I use it in the nighttime, but I just wanted to mention that I did use it when I was doing my gua sha. And now I'm gonna go in with my Summer Fridays Shade Drops, which is a broad spectrum SPF 30, and this is a mineral milk sunscreen. Now, last time I spoke about this, I didn't speak very highly of it in terms of my skin because I did notice that my skin was a little bit dry, but I've been using this consistently every single day, and I think I'm going to take that back because I don't know if something else was drying my skin and I just got it confused because this was the one thing that I kind of changed in my skincare routine that I said it dried my skin. But I've been using this every single day, and I've noticed that my skin's reacting better to it, and it's really good because it is a mineral sunscreen, and I think mineral sunscreen is better for your skin in general. So this is the one that I use, and I feel like sunscreen is super important. But that being said, I do think that some sunscreens are not good for your skin. So it's really important to know, you know, what kind of sunscreen you're putting on your face. Something maybe that is less harsh, not as bad on your skin. And I don't know, lately my skin has been really liking this. So I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna continue using it and keep you updated on it, but this is the one that I have been using. So now I wanna mention another product that I just recently added into my skincare routine that is honestly a standout piece. It almost feels like Vaseline under my eye. And it's this Confidence in an Eye Cream by IT Cosmetics. This was kindly sent to me. And I will be honest with you, the first time that I received the two skincare products, I was a little bit skeptical, I'm not gonna lie. And that's because I always think of IT Cosmetics as a makeup brand. I've never thought of it as a skincare brand. And so I was, you know, kind of iffy about that. But now that I've been using this eye cream, I can honestly tell you this is a great product. And that says a lot because I usually won't spend too much money on eye creams. And you'll understand later when I talk a little bit more about the Vaseline. But I've tried so many creams for my eye. And to be honest with you, a lot of them are an epic fail. Like they just kind of stay on the surface of your eye. I don't really feel like it does much to my eye. It doesn't kind of sink into my skin, and they're expensive. I'm usually disappointed with a lot of eye creams. The other eye cream that I use is Shiseido, and I like that one because I like Shiseido. I think it's a great brand. But I have been just loving this one. This one is great. I can honestly see a huge difference on how hydrated this part of my eye is. And it's supposed to be even better for the mornings. It's supposed to help with like dark circles and also just kind of brightening your eye in the morning. But you can use it in the nighttime and also during the day. And I just want you to see, almost as soon as I put this on my skin, look at that. It's so incredibly hydrating. And my eyes have been loving this product. I am very, very, very impressed with it. I mean, you could see how hydrated that is. So this formula is great. It's vegan. It has vegan peptides that help moisturize your skin, and I love it. I highly recommend this. I'm very, very happy with this product, and I have been using it in the morning and in the night. Usually I was using my Shiseido eye cream, I was using just in the night mainly, but this one is so great for the day that I've been using it twice a day. And honestly, I really do see a difference on this part of my eye. I love it. So highly recommended. By the way, I will link all the products that I'm talking about in the description box. So that's that. And then I go in with my Shiseido Day Cream. This one is the SPF 18. I highly recommend Shiseido in general. Shiseido is a brand that I honestly keep going back to. I love. I've tried so many creams, especially being a content creator. I always try to like buy different things or try different products just to give you, you know, like an accurate review on them. And I keep going back to Shiseido. It's just an amazing brand. I love it. And this feels so good on my skin. It really hydrates my skin very nicely. It smells amazing. It does have a little bit of a scent. Nothing that would be super overpowering, but I mean, oh, my skin just loves this product. That's what I do. Put a little bit on my neck. Although I use my Maylis on my neck, which I will show you in a second, but I try to put a little bit of this one because this one's better. Trying to keep that neck hydrated is super important. So, and then I'm going to put my Be Poised Maylis cream for my neck. This is the one I've been using consistently, and I have to say I like it. I'm not overly in love with it, but it's still a good cream. And as you can see, I've used quite a bit of it because it does hydrate my skin. But just try to do like upward motions. And like I said, your neck is the one place that you can really start seeing any kind of change in you. It's here, it's in the neck. So it's a very delicate place. And that is literally all that I do in the mornings on my skin. I know that there are so many products out there. I will be talking about a serum later on in the night because I use it only in the nighttime. But this, the stuff that I just spoke about, the Vaseline, the Shiseido, the eye cream, my sunblock, the cold water, the gua sha is more than enough for my face. As you can see, my face looks very hydrated. I mean, if you could touch my face right now. That's why I am a firm believer that it's not about filling your vanity with a bunch of products. And I think that we are definitely living in a day and age where we are saturated with information. That is a double-edged sword. It's good because we have such an array of choices that cater to different skin types and different preferences, different budgets. I think that it can be very confusing for a lot of people. It's also not cost effective. I mean, I have spent so much money trying out different serums and different creams that I find it to be such a waste of money. And I'm not saying that there's not great products out there, but I'm saying sometimes less is more. It's all about finding the right products that go good on your skin and being very consistent with them. And also taking care of your skin from the inside out is just so important. Like I said, water. It's cost effective. I mean, it's accessible. Drinking water is so important for your skin. I just cannot stress that enough. My mom is in her 70s, and I swear I wish my mom could actually come out on my channel because my mom looks like she's in her late 50s, early 60s. She looks amazing. And it's because she's always prioritized taking care of her skin. And she's not the type of person that buys a bunch of things. She uses a couple of things that she swears by. She's very consistent with it, drinks a lot of water. And a lot of the tips and tricks that I'm going to be talking to you about today that are unconventional come from my mom. So I can't wait to talk about them later. But this is what I do in the morning. So I'll see you later, and we'll talk a little bit more about skincare, and I'm going to show you what I do in the nighttime. Hello ladies, it's a lot later and it's brighter now, so I don't know how this video is going to turn out because in the morning it was so dark. Maybe I'll show you after how much it's raining here. It's just such a rainy day, and it's been raining the last couple of days, and I think it's because it's been super hot. So I hope that whatever I filmed isn't too terrible in terms of lighting. It's kind of hard because natural lighting is always better, but it doesn't always work out because, you know, if it's raining and it's super dark, It's how it is. But I wanted to show you my skin. It's so much later. I promise you I haven't done anything to my skin other than I did my makeup after I filmed my skincare. And as you can see, it looks nice and shiny, very, very hydrated. And it's because of the stuff that I used. And I also wanted to mention one more thing. I have light makeup today. I didn't wear too much makeup. I put a little bit of eyeliner on my waterline, some mascara. What else? Oh, let me show you because I want to talk about this because I think this is really important in terms of skincare. But literally, this is all I have today. My Jones Road and my Westman Atelier for bronzer and my Chanel blush, which I need to get more because I ran out. Like I had just a tiny bit left over, and that's it. Let me sit down so I can quickly talk to you. So the reason why I wanted to mention this before I go and wash my face and kind of show you what I use to clean my makeup and my night routine is I wanted to quickly mention foundation, because I felt like I couldn't really do a concise skincare video without addressing this. I just think it's super, super important. And it's probably an unpopular topic, especially as a content creator. I don't know that it's beneficial to me to even say this, but I just feel like I want to be very authentic in this video when it comes to skincare. And I just had to mention this because I really didn't start using foundation until maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. I promise you this is the truth. I spent pretty much the majority of my life not using foundation. I didn't even touch it in my 20s, barely used it in the beginning of my 30s. And like I said, I just started using it 3 years ago. And I personally feel that that's one of the reasons why my skin has, you know, aged so well. It really, really is the lack of foundation. Now, that being said, I'm not saying that you can't wear foundation or that you shouldn't wear foundation. Not saying that at all, because I do think that if foundation makes you feel beautiful and it makes you feel better about X, Y, and Z when it comes to your skin, then use it, right? Because, you know, you have one life to live. Use what makes you feel good. But I just really think that foundation should be used sparingly. Like, and what I mean by that, all I'm trying to say is that if you can let your skin breathe a foundation a couple of times during the week, it really, really is going to make such a big difference on your skin. I do it all the time. And truth be told, I only wear foundation when I'm filming most of the time. And the foundations that I use, I'm very particular about. I use my What the Foundation by Jones Road, which I've spoken about so many times on my channel. I've never worked with them. I wish, because I actually really love their products, specifically this one. But it's the one thing that I never hesitate to put on my skin, because it honestly feels like I'm putting a moisturizer on. It's a vegan product and I don't feel like it really irritates my skin at all. And the other one is the Revitalizing Skin Glow by Shiseido. Now, that being said, I've tried other foundations, like regular foundations, and I just find that it really works against me when it comes to my skin. It'll dry my skin. I find that it kind of clogs your pores. And if you notice, which I'll show you later when I have no makeup, but I don't have any open pores on my skin. I don't. And I really, really attribute that. I haven't worn foundation for so many years, because foundation can open up your pores. It really just kind of pollutes your skin, to be honest. It really does. And we're very lucky that nowadays we have better products, better foundations. Like I said, I don't mind using this every single day. I love this product. But there are a lot of foundations that will clog your pores, open up your pores, and they really just don't do your skin any good in the long run. So if you can avoid using foundation a couple of times a week, maybe if you're home on the weekend and you're not going anywhere, don't wear foundation. It's so good to let your skin breathe from anything. And that would be my biggest advice. I see so many 20-year-olds that are stunning, beautiful, and they're saturating their skin with foundation. They don't need it. They don't have to. take what you want from this video and leave the rest behind, but these are my best advice. So anyways, it's time to take this little makeup off and show you what I use in the nighttime. And I'm also going to show you a little trick that I use in the nighttime that I find to be super helpful. So let's get right to it. Okay, so we're back in the bathroom, and again, sorry for the lighting, but there's really no windows in my bathroom. And it's also just a very dark day, it's raining. But first things first, we're gonna take off this makeup and I'm gonna use a product that I have mentioned before. I'm gonna show it to you right now. It's the Caudalie Vinyl Clean oil cleanser. And as you can see, I barely have any left. I have to purchase this soon. And this is a product that is an absolute constant in my skincare routine. I love cleaning my face with this oil. Not only does it get all the makeup off, but on top of that, I feel like I'm putting something really good on my skin. It feels amazing on my skin, and it doesn't strip my skin of any moisture, which is key for me. I hate when I use a makeup remover that strips my face. Gosh, I barely have any. That strips my face of the oil. Because let's face it, that's what keeps your face hydrated and keeps those wrinkles away. Not a lot left, so I'm just gonna pour it this way because it's not coming out from the little pump dispenser. So I'm just gonna do it this way. But you'll soon see how this really takes away all your makeup. You're gonna see how crazy I look in a minute. I just gently rub my eyes like this. It may seem like harsh, like I'm rubbing them really hard, but I'm actually not. As you can see, there's a lot of black now. That's the waterproof mascara that I have on. So that takes me a little bit longer to take off, but look at my skin. Like right now, I'm just massaging it, taking off all this makeup. Well, it's not a lot of makeup. I don't have too much makeup on. Mainly it's the mascara and the eyeliner, which is waterproof. And that's usually what takes me a little bit longer to like remove. As you can see, it's nice and clean. There's no more makeup. My eyes are a little bit red around here, but that's, you know, it's expected when I take my makeup off. They just get a little bit red from like rubbing my eyes, but I rub my eyes super gently. Obviously you don't want to go in there too hard because, you know, it's not good for your skin. This is a very sensitive skin. I always say that it's the most sensitive skin of your face. So there, now it's cleaned of any makeup. So I'm going to go in with my second product. Okay, so in the morning I used the rice wash, which is this one. It's from the same brand, Tasha. But when I've worn some makeup and I'm wanting to just kind of polish my skin, I go in with the deep cleanse. It's more of a deep cleanse and a little bit of an exfoliator for your face. It's not harsh on my skin. It has little pebbles that kind of exfoliate your skin, but I find this to be a very mild exfoliator. That's why I like it, because I never feel like it strips my face of moisture. That's why this is the one exfoliator I've used for years and years. And it's also from the same brand, Tasha. Normally, I will just go in and clean my face again with this cleanser. Because if it's, you know, I don't use this one every single day. I use this only on the days that I feel like I've had more makeup on, or I use it 2 to 3 times a week, depending on my week, what I've done to my face, if I've used a lot of makeup that week, that kind of thing. But since we're doing this video, I wanted to use this so that you can see how it leaves your skin, because it really does a really nice job. So I just take a little bit on my palms and then I just start applying it like so. See, it's a nice little gentle exfoliator. Sometimes I'll go in and use my little sponge for my face. It has a little space here where you can put your fingers. And I just wet this a little bit. And I just start to gently kind of massage my face in circular motions. And this kind of helps exfoliate your face. It's a nice way of just kind of polishing your face. It feels really nice, and you can get these like on Amazon. I'll see if I can link some in the description box, but I'm enjoying doing this. This is not harsh on my skin at all. I just don't think it's necessary to do this more than 3 times a week. So yeah, now I'm gonna wash it off. Feels so soft and clean and just feels amazing. It's super dark here. Like I said, I'm so sorry. I don't know if I should turn on my vanity lights or leave it like this. I'm not sure. I think here you could see my skin a little bit better with the lights off, so we'll do that. Okay, so we've washed our face and now I'm gonna go in with my serum. Now, when it comes to serum, I am very, very skeptical of serums because I feel like a lot of them promise a lot of things and do very little for your skin, let's be honest. And they're super, super expensive. Serums have gotten pretty pricey. And, you know, them being pricey doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna work. I feel like it's something that's necessary for your skin, but you have to find the right product. And that's hard. A lot of trial and error, but one that I find that I've used in the past, kind of thought about, stopped using, and then tried other ones and still think about this one is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair, which looks like this. This is a small one. And I like this one because I actually feel like this does my skin something, you know, it softens my skin, it kind of hydrates and moisturizes my skin, and I find that a lot of the other ones just really don't do much. So just take a little in the dropper and I apply on my face. You always want to start with your serum. That's the way I've always applied serums, the serum first and then your lotions or your creams, but you can automatically see how this hydrated my skin. It looks shiny. So a pleasure to put on. It is pricey, but I feel like this one actually really hydrates your skin. It feels cooling to the touch. It feels really nice on my skin. Sometimes I'll go in and put a little bit more just because I really enjoy putting this on. I like to put a lot here on my forehead, which seems to be where I have a tendency to like see a wrinkle or two, and I think it's because I have a lot of expressions on my face, and usually it's here on my forehead. So yeah, that's what I do. And I'm gonna put a little bit on my neck. I try not to put too much because I don't want to be wasteful with my serum, but the neck again is such an important part of your skincare routine because the neck is very sensitive and it's good to keep it very hydrated. Up. And then after that, I'm going to go in again with my Confidence in an Eye Cream by IT Cosmetics, which I mentioned earlier. It looks like that. And like I said, I really love this eye cream. I think it is an amazing eye cream. Really hydrates this part of my skin. And the best part is you can use it in the morning and in the nighttime as well. So you don't have to have 2 separate eye creams. And I mean, just look at this. Right away, you could see how hydrated this part of my skin is. I love this cream. I really highly recommend this. Very impressed with this eye cream. And then I have 2 choices. I have my Benefiance cream by Shiseido, which is for the nighttime. This is one that I've used year after year, absolutely love on my skin. But just for the purpose of mentioning a different product or a different option, I am going to mention the Confidence in a Cream by IT Cosmetics. I did try it. I mentioned this before on my channel when I did an unboxing, and they did send this to me, but I never actually said how it was on my skin, how it feels on my skin. And I have since tried it. It's really good on my skin. It really does a very good job of hydrating my skin. If I had to choose between the Shiseido Nighttime and this one, I'm gonna still go with the Shiseido one because I just find it to be a little bit better. I did want to give you kind of a quick initial thoughts on this because I didn't mention it last time, but I'm gonna go in with my Shiseido Benefiance, which is the one that I use regularly. I've used this for years and I just really love this cream. I think I didn't mention that I have combination skin. just for reference, I have combination skin, so I do get a little bit oily here, if anything, but the rest of my face is pretty consistently combination. So okay, there you go. Look at the skin. Shiseido is just such an amazing skincare brand. It really is. I feel personally that Shiseido is very underrated. People talk about it, but not as much. I will stick to this. I have my whole family using it. We have slightly different skin. We're all different ages, and it just goes good on our skin. So I love it. Then I'm gonna slug a little bit, which basically slugging is just putting a little bit of like petroleum jelly over your skincare, and I use Vaseline. I wasn't lying when I said I use this a whole lot. In fact, my husband uses this. I don't know if he's gonna get mad at me for even mentioning this. I've gotten him hooked on this because his skin was feeling very dry. And I know there's a lot of like men's skincare lines, but he's not super careful with his skin. He really isn't. He uses sunblock, but that's pretty much it. But this is one thing he started doing every single night. He just puts this on his skin and he's been loving it. And I do the same. I don't go crazy. I don't put layers upon layers and grease my face like crazy. I put just a little over my skincare like this. I feel like this really moisturizes my skin so much. I just love how I wake up with this. In the mornings, I wake up super hydrated, shiny, beautiful, glowy skin. I feel like there's so many expensive products out there that are like night creams or night masks or use this or use that, and they're super expensive and they're not as good as my Vaseline. And then I just take it, I also put some on my neck, and that's all I do. So that's really all for my skincare routine. As you can see, it's pretty simple. It's not that fancy, not that complicated. I don't have a gazillion different products that I use on my skin. I just try to use the right products. I try to be very consistent. And honestly, it really just boils down to, you know, treating your skin with love and respect. For me, it's not so much about quantity, but rather quality and being very consistent with your skincare. I never go to sleep with any makeup on. This is one thing that my mother drilled in my brain. Brainwashed me to death. Like, wash your face before you go to sleep. I'm genetically predispositioned to get wrinkles on my forehead. I make a lot of expressions on my face. I'm always going like this when I talk, or going like this, and as you can see, I have like these little frown wrinkles here that want to form. They're there, and I don't like them. I don't. If I could get rid of them or prevent them from actually indenting on my skin, I would. Because the next little skin hack that I'm gonna show you that I use is kind of like a way of preventing these wrinkles to come out. Almost every female from my mom's family has these two little like lines right here in the center. So my mom showed me a little skin hack, which is also very affordable. You can get this in Walgreens. It's this little Next Care tape, and this is basically like a medical tape that you can use for various things. But my mom's been using this for years. My mom's never had any Botox, and she puts this little tape right here to go to sleep in, because usually when you sleep is when you're frowning. You're not noticing it because you're dreamy, but that's usually when you frown. So what I do is I put a little bit of this tape, I cut it up, I'm gonna show you, and I do this just in the nighttime. Obviously I'm not gonna be walking around all day long with this on my forehead, but before I go to bed, I put this on. By the way, you don't even feel this. I forget it's on there sometimes. I just cut the ends here. Cut the little ends, and then I just gently put it on the center of my forehead. Right here. So you can barely see it, but it's there. And that's it. I sleep with this, and I promise you, in the morning when you wake up, you will not have those frown lines there. The nights that I have forgotten to put this on, or I just get lazy, I wake up with those little frown lines a little bit more like indented. So this is a skin hack that I feel like honestly really does work, at least in preventing if and when you're gonna get those wrinkles, right? And of course, trying not to make so many facial expressions does help. I am terrible at that. I'm Latina. I'm always making expressions on my face. Whatever I feel, you'll know by just looking at me. So I struggle with that. In fact, if you see some of my videos or vlogs, you're gonna see a lot of times where I'm like frowning or something and you could see those little wrinkles. Other than that, I really feel like a little wrinkle here and there is not so terrible. I feel like, again, we're living these times where just having a wrinkle is such a horrific thing, and it really isn't. I personally love to see a face that has beautiful skin and a wrinkle here and there, because it shows what a person's supposed to look like. I don't want to look frozen in time. So for me, having a wrinkle here or there is okay, but I definitely don't like the frown lines and I want to prevent them. So this is what I use. I use this little tape. So I hope you didn't think it's too weird. I really contemplated whether or not I was going to mention this on my channel, but I really wanted to be super honest with what I do in my face, the little skin hacks I have. I live by them, I swear by them, and I love them. So there it is. But anyways, that's all for my skincare routine. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, do give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, if I missed anything, drop me a comment. I am more than happy to answer your question. Of course, I'll link all the products that I use in the description box. And I will see everyone next time. Bye.